Who are you? Vertamae Grosvenor. I said, that don't ring no bell with me.
1950s in the United States would have had a very narrow range of possibilities for a young black woman. It wasn't a country that was ready for someone like her to be all that she could be.
In the early 60s, I got involved in the civil rights movement. And I hear, pow, 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 pow. Get out of the way, niggas.
Artists who were involved in the black arts movement were very aware of creating politically conscious work.
Concept of developing a black art that we did not have to imitate European culture.
Part of what they were saying is we have a culture and it is born out of the soul.
So she is using food to tell a story of a people.
It was a really refreshing thing for a person to be using cooking as a front for her activism because she was very clear about who she was.
People always said, you need to write a cookbook.
I was very surprised that she had a book entitled Travel Notes of a Geechee Girl because I felt she was telling the world that she was a Geechee. I had grown up believing to admit you were a Geechee was not a good thing.
What she said is that I come to you as this anthropologist telling you about this food.
We are probably some of the only people in the world who are conflicted about the food that has allowed us to be ourselves. But that comes out of who we are. And it comes out of how we feel about enslavement.
She is embodying who the contemporary, who the modern black subject is.
I can't even imagine what it was like in the 1950s for Vertamae to leave at age 17, 18 to get on a boat that was going to take weeks to get to Europe.
Now, why did they go to Paris? It was sort of like a Beat Generation environment. You were not judged on color of your skin. You were not judged on any of this. You were exotic.
See, Verta thinks outside the box. That's what Baraka did. Let's break the form. Let's break the mold. And a lot of people don't like you for that.
When people say to her, well, why are you wearing African clothes? You're not African, you're an American. And she says, I choose who I am.
One of the things that's so amazing is that she's kind of part of the cutting edge of so many forms of black diasporic culture, right? So we see her with the black arts movement, we see her down on the Lower East Side, we see her with these poets, and then lo and behold, with black cinema, there she is too.
They took America on, they challenged America on every level.
What a life. And of course, the pièce de résistance, being a moon goddess with Sun Ra, that's the pièce de résistance.